Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to this year's Upper School Awards ceremony. We are excited to recognize here today students who have demonstrated excellence in each of the disciplines, as well as students who have been selected for their outstanding contributions to the Bullis community. While the students who are receiving awards earned stellar grades, as you will hear in the upcoming remarks, these students also share a love for learning, a desire to explore topics beyond the surface level, and a willingness to help their classmates learn and succeed. We know, too, that there are many students who, while they did not win an award today, make important contributions to the life of the school, both as scholars and citizens. I want to acknowledge their efforts as well. Finally, I want to thank the teachers gathered here who share of themselves so willingly over the course of the year. One logistical note before I introduce our first presenter. Students, when you're called up to receive an award, please come up this way, and we'll ask you to gather right here. And then as the presenter is ready to give you their award, we're going to ask you to step out here in front of our beautiful flowers. And we're going to have Miss Watkins down front here to snap a quick picture. So just be aware that we're going to take a photo before you're dismissed then off the stage. Okay? So with that, I would like to invite Dr. Sarah Romine to begin our program as we recognize our Social Studies Awards.
Thank you, Ms. Kawalu. I would like to invite Julia Horvath, Talia Williams, and Alexa Binstock to the stage. Julia has a genuine interest in social studies, both inside and outside of the classroom. She has an innate desire to better understand the world around her. Julia can often be found coming to class early and lingering at the end, usually to ask a question or share a connection to human geography. Julia is considered by both teachers and peers to be thoughtful, kind, encouraging, funny, empathetic, and an overall genuinely good person. She was the only underclassman to stay for the optional Q&A session on The Descendant about the slave ship Clotilda and serve on the student panel that interviewed Dr. Kern Jackson, the documentary's co-writer and producer. Her wholehearted interest in social studies makes her a fitting recipient of this award. Please help me congratulate Julia. Talia, you can come a little closer. Talia is a natural leader. She has a brilliant ability to analyze and synthesize complex themes within her AP World class. But more importantly, she is humble and caring when collaborating with her classmates. She shared her talented intellect coupled with a wonderful imagination to deliver well-crafted and informative presentations from which her classmates benefited. From her thoughtful contributions to the Trade Delegation Project in the first trimester, to her wonderfully designed nuclear power poem in the third trimester, Talia demonstrated her ability to provide thoughtful details in an imaginative way. For her final research paper, Talia chose to research and debunk a claim that the Titanic did not actually sink, but was switched out for its sister ship, the Olympia. Talia gathered a plethora of sources to help her develop a strong argument while also setting up the myths surrounding the legendary sinking of the Titanic. Talia has been a wonderful member of her AP World History course, both as a student and a person. Congratulations, Talia. Like her academic heroes, Frank Lloyd Wright and political cartoonist Thomas Nast, Alexa Binstock has challenged herself academically all throughout the year in AP US History and succeeded spectacularly. Alexa's effort, grit, and thorough approach to her studies have been key to her academic success. For example, Alexa was at her best this year with her superb presentation on the political cartoonist Thomas Nast. It was a visual tour de force that encapsulated her capacity for critical thinking, creativity, and a constant push for excellence. Alexa frequently demonstrated her many strengths when she makes connections between the various topics and time periods in her writing and insights, which truly reveal her mastery of the course material. Her NHD exhibit on Frank Lloyd Wright was a wonderful example of creativity, analysis, and research. It was a beautiful exhibit that Alexa spent weeks refining and finishing for the Montgomery County competition. Alexa would agree with Frank Lloyd Wright's thoughts on success when he stated, quote, "I know the price of success, dedication, hard work, and an unremitting devotion to the things you want to see happen," end quote. Because of this dedication to success, it's with great pleasure that Alexa Binstock has been chosen for the 11th grade Social Studies Award. And now Mr. Paul Kozel will present the Science Awards.
It is my pleasure to recognize Blake Dworkin, Linus Makaya, and Tom Hongchuan Yu as our Science Award recipients. Blake's enthusiasm for biology has shown outwardly throughout his time in honors biology this year. Come closer. You can come even closer if you wanted to. This joy and passion for learning became particularly evident during this year's study of genetics, where Blake demonstrated not only a high level of knowledge on the subject as a whole, he also became our own resident expert on the genetic disorder cystic fibrosis. Not only does Blake strive for excellence in his assigned work, labs, and activities during class, his passion stretches beyond the scope of the immediate curriculum and into the realm of advanced biology topics. Every day, Blake attempts the Amoeba Sisters AP Biology Challenge questions. On the playful side, his curiosity knows no bounds, and he's always searching for new biology trivia to try and stump his teacher. It is Blake's bubbly, inquisitive personality and wholeheartedly genuine drive to dig ever deeper into the field of biology, which is suitable to a budding biologist, if I dare say that, that has earned Blake this year's 9th grade Science Award. Congratulations. Though Linus is not here with us today, please allow me to read this on his behalf. Linus has earned this year's 10th grade Science Award and exemplifies the following string of adjectives that describe him in honors chemistry: polite, focused, resourceful, kind, collaborative, patient, curious. Linus dedicates himself to both the task of learning while simultaneously elevating his peers as he ascends. Nonetheless, he also knows when not to take things too seriously. Linus's willingness to work with absolutely anyone to patiently explain a problem-solving process, even going so far as to help identifying any missteps along the way, exemplifies a student with a mastery over his subject. It is said that you truly understand a topic once you are able to explain it to others, and this is Linus. Over the course of the entire year, he has missed out on only a few points in total, demonstrating an outstanding knowledge of chemistry. Bright in all senses of the term, Linus is just getting started. As he follows his love for science while taking any adversity in stride, we look forward to Linus's continuous success in AP Chemistry next year and beyond. Congratulations, Linus. This year, Tom has earned this Science Award due to his unyielding curiosity for the interconnectedness of science topics and disciplines. Simultaneously in both honors chemistry and honors physics this year, his consistent inquiry through variations of, is that like this topic in chemistry or that topic in physics? or what would happen if, serve to underscore his genuine passion for science and the link between all that he actively encounters. Tom frequently comes to class early or stays late to pursue not only clarifying questions, but also the tangential questions. And I have personally observed some of these deep dives down various rabbit holes of scientific knowledge this year. Both of his science teachers echoed that they had learned something from Tom in the course of their classes. Not only did Tom earn the highest score on this year's honors chemistry exam, he also found out in the course of a separate lab that a particular compound used actually breaks down at higher temperatures, which helps explain why they had experienced an additional loss in experimental mass. It is for all these aforementioned forays into the unknown that serve as concrete evidence for his diligent exploration of all things science, and in conjunction with his academic excellence and kind, appreciative nature in and out of the classroom, that Tom earns this year's 11th grade science award. Congratulations, Tom. And now I have the pleasure to introduce Mr. Rich Green, who will present the World Language Awards.
Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias. Bonjour, mes amis. Daja hao. Et salvete omnes. Gracias. The interesting thing about language is that we don't really learn language. That's a different field called linguistics. We acquire language. And that is to say that we make it our own. And once we've made something our own, then we can do all sorts of fun and interesting things with it. And it is my pleasure today to be able to celebrate the fun and interesting things that Brookie Talbot, Chris Langston, and Ashley Hayes have been doing. There is, I am so told, an expression in Spanish, eres un sol. And that, in fact, describes Brookie to a T. The sun, the beacon, the light and warmth of her Spanish classroom. Not only is Brookie incredibly generous and giving of her time and energy in the classroom, but Brookie had the opportunity this past year to take her passion beyond the classroom, which we always love. One of the first ones to sign up for our global studies trip to Spain, Brookie did not miss an opportunity to connect what she had been learning about with the actual physical culture, people, and language of Spain. Whether she was initiating conversations with the various guides, paying extra close attention, doing her best in restaurants, shops, or wherever, or flipping the torta española, I believe it was, with flair, right? Brookie shone brighter than ever. There was a poem offered to me by Pablo Neruda that probably describes Brookie pretty well. A veces pienso imitar la humildad y pedir que perdonen mi alegría, pero no tengo tiempo. We are very excited to see how brightly Brookie is going to shine in Spanish in the coming years. Felicidades, Brooke, and congratulations on being this year's World Language Award winner. Chris is a stellar student in the Chinese 4 classroom, not only incredibly generous and giving of himself, but humble all at the same time. Whether he's helping his classmates with work or engaging with our Bullis student tutors in Chinese to improve his own Chinese, Chris is always looking for opportunities to excel. Sometimes he'll ask for copies of particularly challenging assignments so that he can take them home and work through them again to make sure that his understanding is as good as it can be. Or he's giving of his time generously, as he did this year, helping us prepare for our fantastic Lunar New Year assembly, in which we all got to enjoy Chris on his viola. Beyond that, though, Chris has found a way to monetize his passion for Chinese. And if any of you are ever interested in finding some homemade Chinese dumplings, Chris sells them part-time at a local farmer's market while working at home to improve his own Chinese culinary skills. Gong Xi Ni, Chris, and congratulations for all you've done and all that you will do in Chinese. Ashley is an exceptionally motivated student in Spanish 5. Not only has she been doing incredible work in the Spanish 5 class itself, but this year she took it upon herself to pursue AP Spanish themes and topics so that she could sit for the exam despite not actually being in the AP Spanish class. At the start of the year, she wrote an affirmation, "Puedo hacer cualquier cosa." I can do anything, and that has in fact described everything that Ashley has done this year, no matter what it is. Whether she's engaging with various cultural components or writing thoughtful reflections, diving deep into various complex questions about the world and the various Spanish-speaking populations in it, Ashley has excelled in everything. There is in fact nothing she has not been able to do. We are very excited to see what depth of interest and knowledge and exploration she will bring to us next year in our Honors Latin American Studies class. Felicidades, Ashley, and congratulations on being this year's World Language Award winner. I am now delighted to be able to introduce Miss Amanda Lombardo to present both the English and Humanities Award.
Good afternoon. Would Maddie Kaiser, Giselle Hughes, and Nura Awad please join me on the stage? A meticulous, persevering, and insightful student, Maddie Kaiser has excelled in Honors English 1 this year. Without a doubt, Maddie has outstanding reading comprehension skills. During her unit on Purple Hibiscus, Maddie's thoughtful annotations displayed an active engagement with the novel and a deep understanding of the themes and characterizations. Her ability to consistently identify significant areas and key details in the text makes her an outstanding reader. The amount of time Maddie has spent on her reading assignments this year has not gone unnoticed. As a writer, Maddie worked particularly hard this year to refine her craft, and her creative diary entry from Cece's perspective in Purple Hibiscus had wonderful vocabulary and logically sequenced ideas. Her comparative essay on the Odyssey had an excellent choice of quotes and superb analysis. Always willing to rise to the challenge, Maddie is an inspiration to her fellow students. Her phenomenal work ethic, serious approach to learning, and maturity make her a joy to teach. It is our utmost pleasure to present the 9th grade English Award to Maddie Kaiser. Congratulations. Giselle stands out for her consistently excellent performance in Honors 2 this year. Come on over. But most of all, for her passion for English literature. The bar is set high in English class, and Giselle leapt over it at every turn. Whether she was writing a reflection in a daily warm-up or writing a complex analysis, Giselle wrote with conviction because she wanted to ensure her words and sentences were conveyed with clarity and emphasis. Whether she was working with a small group discussing the symbolism within a story or exercising her informative speaking skills to demonstrate extensive knowledge of characterization, Giselle spoke with confidence and listened intently because she had prepared diligently and was ready to contribute her knowledge to the class and to the world. Whether she was writing a free verse poem in the voice of an alternate identity or writing an original horror story inspired by Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Giselle is a creative tour de force, willing to put her work through revision after revision to ensure its high quality. Throughout the year, Giselle has shown that she is intellectually curious, full of a deep love of learning, and fascinated by questions raised by the study of literature. For these outstanding traits and for her exceptional achievements this year, we are delighted to award her the 10th grade prize for excellence in English. Congratulations, Giselle. And Nora. The graceful and quiet excellence with which Nora Awad has navigated her AP English Language and Composition experience exemplifies the College Board requirements and so much more. Come on down. Nora has completed powerful presentations and composed written essays that explored timeless topics. Her deep dive into what the American dream means to her, as well as to the many authors she explored this year, offered a powerfully developed framework for a significant Socratic seminar, during which she confidently shared her points of view, revealing both her enthusiasm for the subject matter as well as her passion for knowledge. Nora's self-motivation and keen desire to learn were seen in her willingness to work hard on numerous compositions, to ask pertinent questions, and to consistently convey her thoughts in effective formats. She furthermore demonstrated an ability to uncover textual connections between fiction and nonfiction sources, to analyze rhetorical appeals from historic documents, and then pair them with complex perspectives from additional texts. And routinely, she did so in a manner that revealed both courage and creativity. Nora eagerly goes beyond what is required, relishing the works of philosophers, poets, and activists, and in doing so exemplifies tenacity and love of learning. It is our great pleasure to award Nora Awad the 11th grade prize for excellence in English. Congratulations, Nora. At Bullis, the Harvard Book Prize and Humanities Award is selected by the English and Social Studies departments, which seek to honor a junior student who has excelled in both disciplines, but more importantly, who has demonstrated an ability to draw connections between both fields of study. It is my pleasure to present this year's Harvard Book Prize and Humanities Award to Claire Vinal. Claire Vinal embodied a passion for the humanities on a daily basis in the Advanced American Humanities Seminar. Her natural leadership and inquisitive nature guided her class to greater depths of analysis, including cross-connections of both history and literature. Openly joyful in drawing these connections, Claire's light bulb moments were often visible as she sat taller, or even at times rose out of her seat. She embraced the complexity of ever-evolving American identity and read all documents through a scrutinizing lens. Claire is also a scholar who truly appreciates the beauty and power of words, and she modeled powerful diction in both written work and class discussions. In planning presentations and writing essays, Claire typically asked, "What's another word for?" She never settled for the most convenient terms, but strove to expand her vocabulary and honor the impact carefully selected words can have upon an audience. From her passionate pitch of the railroad during the Market Revolution Shark Tank to her guidance of the winning team in a Gatsby escape room, Claire's enthusiasm and competitive spirit inspired her groups to dive deeply into critical thinking and have fun in the learning process. Claire recently brainstormed a list of critical canonical works to read in order to deepen her understanding of great writers and to elevate her own sophistication as a scholar. This insatiable quest to devour material reflects the true passion of a phenomenal humanities scholar. Congratulations, Claire, on being this year's recipient of the Harvard Book Prize for Excellence in Humanities. Mr. Matt Zimmer will now present the Math Awards.
This year, the awards for excellence in mathematics go to Zaina Crawley, Reed Korba, and Laverna Yang. Zaina Crawley does all of the individual preparation for a class that's expected. She comes to each class with an incredible individual understanding of the material in honors geometry, yet she remains curious. Zaina embraces challenging ideas, immediately engaging with whatever problems are introduced. She's persistent and perseveres until she feels she understands the problem so well she can successfully solve others like it. Furthermore, she has taken the approach to misconceptions and mistakes or errors that she counts as opportunities for further growth and developing her foundation. She wants to build the strongest foundation she can for future learning. In addition to her outstanding individual efforts, Zaina works incredibly well with others. She's an exceptional group leader. She is patient, thoughtful, willing to explain her ideas to others, and yet at the same time, she carefully listens to others' contributions. She is the one who will reach out when her group needs help from other groups or from the teacher. She has, on occasion, even helped lead multiple groups during the same class period, teaching techniques to one group before switching to another. Zaina gives freely of her time and understanding and is an asset to any class she's a part of. We appreciate Zaina's efforts to build toward future successes. Congratulations, Zaina. Reed Korva also prepares exceptionally well for class. He can regularly be found after school working in his math classroom, solving math problems. He meticulously reads through the honors functions notes, not missing a beat, a comma, digesting every lesson, tackling every assignment. Reed does this all prior to class. During class, he quietly absorbs the lessons, diligently works through the intricacies of every problem. This self-driven approach sets him apart as he constantly pushes the boundaries of his preparation and understanding. He embraces challenging problems and will dedicate time to solving them. He'll dig deep, try multiple methods, research other ideas if necessary until he can make positive progress on a problem. He understands a deeper grasp of the material, takes time and effort and diligence, and he's willing to do all three. By thoroughly preparing and then testing himself against greater and greater challenges, Reed continually improves his ability to apply his knowledge to new situations. That is why he's become a pillar to other students, a pillar that other students can depend on. Reed readily offers assistance to his classmates. His readiness to help others and shares understanding is a testament to his generosity and genuine desire to see his peers be successful. Reed embodies a true scholar who strives for personal growth and uplifts those around him. We appreciate Reed's dedication and drive. Congratulations, Reed. Laverna Yang continually takes the hardest math classes, even though at times she sometimes finds them stressful, particularly in the beginning of the year. Laverna is a tremendously motivated student with excellent study habits. She works hard to prepare for class and produces exceptionally quality work. While Laverna is an excellent student in so many ways, it is her absolute joy when learning new ideas and her tremendous delight in understanding how ideas fit together that sets her apart. Laverna is not satisfied with memorizing a formula, just learning procedural steps to solve a problem. She wants to grasp the underlying ideas and principles that form the foundation of understanding math. She asks insightful questions during class discussion and loves contributing ideas that lead the classroom forward. Her delight in sharing ideas that are correct sometimes results in audible giggles in class. Laverna has also become a strong collaborator, working with her classmates to solve questions, even though she was often the youngest in the room. She is not afraid to suggest ways to approach these questions, even if her approach does not always pan out. She uses the attempts to dig to a deeper understanding of complex concepts. Laverna regularly brings tremendous positive energy to class. Thank you for your joy, your enthusiasm. Congratulations, Laverna. Mr. Matt Ziegler will now present the Technology and Engineering Awards.
Will Miles Walters, Cameron Carabetta, and Jack Wilson please join me on stage? Enthusiasm is the fuel that drives the best creative projects. Miles brings enthusiasm to every project, whether 3D printing parts for prosthetics, designing elements for a robot, coding voice-activated LEDs, or assembling an Alexa base that looks like a gramophone. Enthusiasm can turn an interesting project into an exceptional one, and is the basis for launching great ideas into the real world. I'm excited to see how far Miles's enthusiasm will take them in the years to come. Technical skill. We're all born as creative individuals, but we have to develop technical skill. Only hard work, patience, and grit can give us the experience we need to learn how to make our hands execute what our minds envision. Cameron has developed technical skills by having big ideas and the patience to pursue them one detail at a time. From building a CO2-powered toy car, creating a CAD model of an engine with moving components, to building a physical engine out of scrap parts, to rebuilding a go-kart. Cameron has shown that a deep interest in a subject, a series of progressively more complicated projects, and the persistence to stick with it is a sure way to develop the technical skills needed to do big things. Vision, the ability to see all aspects of a project. Jack is a creative force to be reckoned with. He is an ambitious filmmaker, but is also pragmatic, meaning he plans video shoots meticulously and anticipates challenges that may arise so he can work through them. The films he has created this year are a testament to his focus and intention as a creator. The stories he has told are engaging and are conveyed with remarkable precision and attention to detail. In class, Jack participates thoughtfully in every discussion and critique session, consistently giving meaningful, constructive feedback that helps his classmates grow as video producers. Jack is approachable and considerate, and he is both a great team leader and teammate. Whether he continues to create videos or finds another creative outlet, I'm confident Jack's vision will continue to make an impact on the communities he is a part of. Ms. Taryn Kittle will now present the STEM Award.
To excel as a student in STEM, one must take a wide breadth of courses across the disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and math. Emily Wong is a student who has taken almost every high-level STEM class that we offer. Emily, would you please join me on stage? In AP Stats, Emily was the only junior in a class of all seniors, but her teacher often forgot because her maturity, her work ethic, and her desire to learn were on par with those of her older classmates. Further, Emily strives not just for accuracy, but for true understanding. Of course, it is not just about the number of classes that you take, but also what you choose to do with the knowledge that you've gained. Emily doesn't restrict her STEM knowledge just to the classroom, but infuses it into everything that she does. When working on one of her other passions, art, Emily can often be found in the Bit Lab. She is able to enhance her projects by harnessing her mastery of technology through mediums such as UV paint and LED lights. Using tools like the laser cutter, Emily is able to enhance her creative projects with the knowledge of precision and design that she has learned in her STEM classes. Emily's teachers have expressed their excitement about Emily pursuing the STEM capstone for next year, as they know her project will be creative, meticulously planned, and flawlessly executed. I share their excitement and look forward to seeing what Emily accomplishes next year. Congratulations, Emily. Now we'll have Maria and Tokas present the Entrepreneurship Award.
The award for excellence in entrepreneurship is presented to the student who best exemplifies a passion and willingness to organize, manage, and assume the risks of starting a business or enterprise. So, would Ryan Tenenholtz please join me on stage? Ryan first approached me with two of his classmates because they had a great idea for a business while still sophomores. We met regularly for a year, and today the business is being judged in an international pitch competition. While working on it, I got to know Ryan as the brains behind the tech. He was also my fact checker in my finance class, never hesitating to challenge me on some of my wilder stories. He was a guru of Market Watch. He insisted on having 2 accounts to experiment with 2 different investment strategies. And by the way, you finished 22 out of 54, so we've got to work on that next year. And finally, the inventor of the robo car cleaner. But what blew me away was the app he developed for one of my capstone teams, Do It Right Fitness. He not only helped design it, but he coded it and gave it its state-of-the-art distinguishing feature by incorporating AI technology. In fact, he was so integral to the process and actually getting it on the App Store that the team called him their 5th member and wanted him to do a walk-on during the Shark Tank. So here's your walk-on, Brian. Creative, a problem solver, resourceful, and a great team player. Congratulations, Ryan, for being this year's Entrepreneurship Award winner.
I would like to recognize this year's Music Award recipients, Reese DeMello, Will Daniel, and Emily Huh. Please join me on stage. Reese is one of the most energized and enthusiastic musicians that we have seen in the Bullis instrumental program. In addition to playing flute in Bullis instrumental groups throughout his time in lower, middle, and now upper school, Reese has also participated in the Music Open Studio activity. Reese has earned superior ratings on solos in both district and state solo festivals. He has given amazing performances in Bullis recitals and has been selected to participate in the Bullis Honors recitals. This year, Reese was responsible for organizing fellow students to participate in music mentoring of lower school instrumental students and for organizing small jazz group rehearsals and performances. The music department is very proud of all Reese has accomplished. Congratulations. Will Daniel has been a part of the Bullis Upper School Orchestra for the past 2 years. In that time, Will has demonstrated incredible growth, both musically and personally. He is the first person to lend a hand when needed and is always willing to help his classmates. He tackles every hurdle with a positive mindset and enjoys a challenge. He has earned superior ratings for his solos, and his playing was invaluable in earning the Upper School Orchestra a superior rating at Orchestra Festival this year. Both Miss Mary Satin and Miss Mae Franson are incredibly proud of his work and leadership. Congrats. Emily is an extremely talented musician. She excels as a vocalist, a pianist, and composer. As a vocalist, Emily's been a valuable member of the Bullis Concert Choir. In addition, Emily auditioned for and participated in the 2023 Maryland All-State Chorus. As a pianist, Emily participated in the Student Pit Orchestra for the Upper School musical Twelfth Night, where she played the primary piano part for the show, the first Bullis student to do so in more than a decade. And as a composer, Emily entered the Maryland Music Educators Young Composer Project, where she received amazing reviews from the judging panel. One judge defined her work as impressive, exquisite, and captivating, and said that the level of musical maturity displayed in the piece is beyond impressive. Emily is an incredible musician, and the Bullis Music Department is lucky to have her. Congratulations, Emily. I would now like to recognize this year's Theater Award recipients, Jin Ho Yoon, Max Bell, and Cyrus Rasael. Jin Ho has been an active member of the Bullis Tech crew since his 6th grade year. His middle school career went from accidentally knocking over the chocolate truffles and hiding them in a trash can to cleaning all the lighting instruments on the grid during COVID. As a comeback, the middle school performed Cinderella, where Jin Ho continued to show his dedication to the technical theater program. He and the rest of the crew worked tirelessly to finish all the amazing details that brought Cinderella to life. He even reluctantly agreed to play a raccoon that turned into a coachman for the transformation scene. Jin Ho continued with technical theater this year in both the theatrical production and design class and in the fall and winter after-school tech theater activity. Many times, Jin Ho could be found working in the theater and the shop during his off times to continue progress on the set for the productions. After he completed a task, he would leave notes around stating what had been completed and what still needed to be done. His level of dedication does not go unnoticed, and it is very much appreciated. Mr. Brooks is so proud of how far Jin Ho has developed his skills into a fantastic technician. His enthusiasm is truly contagious, and we can't wait to see what Jin Ho will achieve during his upper school years at Bullis. One of the first words that comes to mind when thinking of our 10th grade award winner, Max, is eager. Eager to learn, eager to help, eager to make himself and his classmates better students and better people. Max is always supportive of others, providing encouragement. He truly cares about his classmates and their well-being. Max has made so many strides this year. His confidence has grown both on and off stage. He continues to take risks, stepping out of his comfort zone, working to develop unique and believable characters. Max, the amount of growth you have demonstrated this year is outstanding, and we hope you continue to discover your inner strength and build on your confidence in the years to come. Your passion and love of theater is clear, and that is why you're receiving this award. Congratulations. You've got to be original, because if you're like someone else, what do they need you for? This quote from actress Bernadette Peters describes our 11th grade award winner, Cyrus Rasael. Cyrus has always been a strong actor, but this past year he has grown into a star on the Bullis stage. His characters are realistic and memorable, no matter the genre. He understands how to dissect a script, connecting the information the playwright has left for the actor and bringing it to life. Cyrus has also his ability to be completely vulnerable, a trait that most actors his age really struggle with. Behind the scenes, he is always encouraging his peers to be better. He's a calming presence backstage and works hard to keep the cast united. And of course, he keeps everyone entertained with his quick wit and playful spirit. With his passion, talent, work ethic, and complete dedication to the craft, we know that even greater things are in store for Cyrus next year and beyond Bullis, and we'll all be watching from the wings. Congratulations. Now, Ms. Kathleen Adams will present the Dance and Visual Arts Awards.
Ms. Chen would like to begin by thanking all of the dancers for their hard work over the year. She's proud and grateful for the accomplishments of the students and their commitment to the art of dance. Although it was challenging to choose one dancer, when considering artistic growth and continued improvement, this award is presented to Zoe Brooks. Zoe has grown exponentially over her last couple of years in the Bullis dance program. Her humbleness has allowed her to reach new depths in her movement practice. Zoe always gives her all in class, and her easy nature is very welcoming to her peers. She's been a kind and helpful team player, knowing when to contribute ideas and when to graciously take direction. She's demonstrated great focus and maturity in her approach to movement, choreographing 2 strong dance performances over the course of the year, which were presented in the Spring Dance Concert and the Mental Health Awareness performances. We've witnessed Zoe become a powerful performer who's committed to the process and able to convey story through her dance. Her growth is evident that she's on a journey toward honing her craft and finding her artistic voice. Zoe is the dancer you can always count on, and we're excited to watch her evolution in the Bullis Dance Department. Congratulations, Zoe. I would like to recognize Logan Wong, Tatum Lin, and Donovan Ozuna Simpson for their accomplishments in visual art. In the classroom, Logan is a very soft-spoken and reserved student. She works independently and consistently focuses on the task at hand. As an artist, Logan is quick-witted, passionate, unique, and free-spirited. Her patience, curiosity, and creativity come together to form impeccable artistic skills and a high level of attention to detail. Logan is always up for a creative challenge, and if she feels that the challenge is not great enough, she'll set her own personal goals and crush them. She isn't afraid to learn from a mistake because she knows that's the key to improvement. From drawing to painting, clay and mixed media, Logan is able to manipulate materials in thoughtful and expressive ways. She's also a very sophisticated understanding of color theory and an eagerness to learn about historical and contemporary practices in art. We are so excited to see what she brings to the Bullis art community as she continues to grow in the program. Congratulations, Logan, on receiving this year's 9th grade Visual Art Award. Tatum is one of those artists who's consistently curious about how. How does this work? How can I get that shadow right? How can I improve? Her relentless enthusiasm and focused work ethic is evident in all of her artworks. Tatum will teach herself a new method or technique just so she can execute her ideas. She is a talented young artist who is just beginning to explore her visual voice in the art studio. During her 2 years in the upper school visual art program, Tatum has quietly absorbed lessons and demonstrations in order to better understand new concepts and techniques. This year, in advanced studio art, she continues to use each class as an opportunity to learn and to be creative. Although at first she may doubt herself and slightly hesitate to begin an assignment, within minutes of brainstorming and sketching, Tatum's mind sparks and ideas begin to flow. She is always ready for a challenge and will bring 100% focus and attention to all of her projects. Tatum's artwork is thoughtful and her ideas are solid. It's been a fantastic year for Tatum. Congratulations. Donovan can be described as many things: kind, funny, thoughtful, and joyful. He's also determined, creative, hardworking, and clever, and Donovan brings all of those traits and more to the artwork that he creates in the studio. During 9th grade, Donovan was a Foundation of Art student in the midst of hybrid learning. It was not the most ideal environment for making art, but he made it work. During 10th grade, he enrolled in trimester courses, tapping into his passion for drawing and painting. As a junior, he returned to the year-long program and has truly blossomed in Advanced Studio Art 1. Donovan has worked diligently to develop a unique voice that is deeply rooted in his identity and his love for music. Anyone who knows Donovan will see him making TikToks, dancing, and singing along to a variety of genres, but he's also greatly influenced by his culture, his family, and his teachers. Donovan is an excellent student, always willing to learn. He values experiences and respects critique because Donovan understands that analysis is an integral part of the artistic process. He's also an essential member of the studio community, equally supportive of the growth, development, and artistic achievements of his peers. Next year will be filled with exciting artistic exploration and conceptual learning for Donovan as he engages in the development of his AP Art and Design portfolio. We look forward to sharing Donovan's artistic journey. Congratulations, Donovan. Ms. Kristen Kowalou will now present the Dartmouth College Book Award.
The Dartmouth College Book Award goes to a junior student who has excelled both academically and in their extracurricular activities. It is my pleasure to welcome this year's recipient, Brennan Lane, to the stage. Brennan's authenticity and zest for life make him a joy to work with. New to Bullis this year, he integrated into the school quickly as both a collaborative community member and leader in and out of the classroom. He has consistently gone above and beyond in his classes, displaying an intrinsic love of learning and unparalleled intellectual curiosity. He is a deeply caring and passionate young man who strives to be his best self and wants the best for people and the world around him. His passion for the environment has led to his extensive work with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and testimony in front of the Virginia legislature to promote policies that help improve the environment. In addition, Brennan is a well-rounded dual-sport student athlete who embodies the essence of hard work and relentless energy. In addition to setting and breaking numerous records, he was voted swim team captain by his peers and enthusiastically embraced his role in commitment to his Bullis teammates. Brennan took swimmers under his wing and provided extra guidance on technique and racing strategy without being asked to do so. On the lacrosse field, Brennan's determination radiated for all to see on a daily basis, and he's an example of what can be achieved through commitment and an unwavering spirit. Congratulations, Brennan. We're so glad you joined our community. Mr. Ben Mosteller will now present the Michael Ivey Achievement Award, the Joy of Living Award, and the William H. Price Citizenship Award for the 9th grade.
Good afternoon. Would Blake Dworkin, Quincy Wilson, and Brookie Talbot please join me on stage? The Michael Ivey Achievement Award is presented every year to a student in each class who has made great improvement, both academically and personally, either from the previous year, during their entire Bullis tenure, or in the current year. This year's 9th grade recipient is Blake Dworkin. As I gathered feedback from Blake's teachers, coaches, activity directors, one word emerged from every single one of them: enthusiasm. The enthusiasm Blake exudes touches so many facets of our campus. From experimenting in science labs to conducting yearbook interviews to creating Jeopardy review games in human geography, Blake has demonstrated growth this year in a number of ways. Perhaps most evident is his role in collaborating with others. Where at the beginning of the year he was more prone to, shall we say, take the helm and steer the group, he has grown to understand that in group work each voice is valuable and there's a give and take. He's become more patient, a better listener and collaborator as the year has progressed. He's also shown growth in stepping outside of his comfort zone, such as editing the yearbook in the fall and interviewing people he had only just met. He has grown in his ability to take and accept feedback as a learning opportunity. We're so pleased with Blake's growth this year and look forward to his continued success and growth in the years to come. The Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living Award is presented to a student in each grade whose behavior and attitude reflect life as a joyful experience and who has a desire to share that joy with others. I'm thrilled to present the Joy of Living Award to Quincy Wilson. If you get a chance to meet Quincy, and I hope that you do, you will not get the impression that he is a track phenom, because he's that humble. His presence on this campus goes far beyond his athletic accomplishments, which are incredible. Quincy's teachers called him a ray of sunshine wherever he goes. His smile, his kindness, and his joy light up this campus. He is one of the most respectful students I've encountered, and he treats everyone with that same respect and kindness, from his peers to his teachers to the support staff. He also takes joy in his academic pursuits. He knows that learning is a process, and he is delighted by learning new ideas and mastering new concepts. His drive for excellence clearly permeates not just the track, but also the classroom. Perhaps one of the best things about Quincy is how he inspires joy in others. As one teacher put it, he takes joy in being kind. Track coach Lee stated that wherever he is, he goes out of his way to make people feel better about themselves, regardless of race, class, gender, or ethnicity. He is truly a lifter of all people. Quincy, thank you for lighting up this campus and for drawing out the best in others. We're all better for it. The William H. Price Citizenship Award is given each year in honor of Brigadier General William H. Price, who taught at Bullis in the 1970s. He was a well-respected and beloved teacher who taught self-discipline as well as science. Students receive this award based on their productive and responsible conduct and involvement in the life of the school. These individuals help build and support a sense of community, accomplishment, and pride for us all. From the classroom to the softball field, to the class meeting podium, to the theater stage, to the streets of Spain, Brookie Talbot has quickly made her mark at Bullis, and I'm proud to present her with the Citizenship Award for 9th grade. Brookie excels in the classroom, but arguably more important is her excellence of character. She is an incredibly caring and thoughtful member of the Bullis community and spreads joy to each part of the school that she touches. Brookie treats everyone on campus with respect and kindness and goes out of her way to make sure no one is left out. She is an encourager of others. On the softball field, her effort as an athlete on the team is matched by her effort to cheer on and uplift her teammates. Brookie also attends most, if not all, of the arts performances on campus to show support for the performers, in addition to her own contribution to the fall play, stepping in when someone in the cast suffered an injury. As a student government representative, Brookie is a natural servant leader. She's always thinking about others and goes above and beyond what is expected of her. I'm so thankful for Brookie and all that she brings to this community, and I know she'll do amazing things over the next 3 years and beyond. Dr. Jennifer Tinker will now present the sophomore Michael Ivey Joy of Living and William Price Citizenship Awards.
Would Daniel, Will Daniel, Benjamin Brazier, and Ethan Robinson please join me on the stage? This year's Michael Ivey Achievement Award is presented to Will Daniel. Will has been described by teachers as a wonderful peer to his fellow students, taking collaboration seriously, supporting what is needed with a strong sense of responsibility. He is a stellar mentor with other students, always patiently willing to help them understand a concept or master a skill during a group project. He takes constructive feedback, but not only listening to specific instructions, but applying it to future endeavors, unforeseen circumstances, and final projects. Will was a bit quiet at the start of the year, but once he gained his academic confidence, he became an intellectual leader in the classroom. His performance during debates on the global effects of the Columbian Exchange showed his usual thoughtfulness and analytical approach to learning, always asking insightful questions about complex topics and revisiting material to go deeper. His recent work on understanding and mapping the Industrial Revolution expertly demonstrated his growing historical knowledge and skills. Similarly, in math throughout the year, as the material became more challenging, he was more precise. He focused in on the exact access points to exact information and created a method of learning to understand at an optimal level of competence. Will is deserving of this award that this achievement gives him in the title, for it is the concept that best exemplifies a student who acquires knowledge, reaches new heights, and succeeds to lead. Benjamin Brazier is this year's sophomore recipient for the Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Award of Living Award. Sorry. Benjamin has been said to approach learning with a happy and positive energy that is contagious. One teacher is quoted to have said, "I don't think Ben has ever had a bad day. He is a phenomenal classmate to all his fellow students, and his personality is one that greets every person with an understanding smile. He collaborates well within the class and can be seen lifting up the spirits of his peers. In advisory, he willingly pops popcorn for the group. Despite challenging math concepts, he perseveres with a resilient spirit and a contagious enthusiasm that is truly inspiring. Benjamin embraces his mistakes as opportunities for growth, showcasing his remarkable maturity and dedication to personal improvement. He also volunteered to talk about honors functions to Honors Algebra 2 students and encouraged them to challenge themselves with a kind and practical tone. His English teacher shared that Benjamin always has his work done and will calmly inform his classmates of whatever detail they have missed. These organizational qualities are appreciated by everyone around him. He makes pertinent connections between classes, like bringing his Latin knowledge into class discussions. When They were reading The Tempest. He spotted the word nuptials, which came from nuptiae. Benjamin's positive attitude, coupled with his academic achievements, made him a true asset here at Bullis. Our 10th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award goes to Ethan Robinson. Ethan is a diligent student who cares about his work. In his English class, he has not only met the teacher's expectations, but he points out that he has met his own as well. He shows interest in the subject area material in all of his courses and sometimes stays after class to satisfy his intellectual curiosity. Students often approach Ethan for academic help, and he is consistently generous with his time and his understanding. He has been a serious scholar and a reliable friend to his peers. He has risen as a phenomenal student, supporting all of his peers with simple questions for clarification or as a group member on a project. Ethan has a curious mind, and he grasps complex mathematical concepts quickly, fostering a genuinely deeper understanding. Ethan's contributions to class discussions show evidence of insight, curiosity, and retention. He embraces challenges with a positive mindset and often demonstrates resourcefulness in tackling them, trying to see the interconnection among concepts, always focusing on the bigger picture. As a natural leader who does not want to draw attention to himself, he continues to quietly stand out, and it is no wonder that Ethan is this year's William Price Citizenship Award winner, as he exemplifies the Platonic argument that the good man and the good citizen are identical in their virtues, as excellence is achieved through specializing in function and in form. And now I would like to introduce Brandon Bailey, who will present the Junior Michael Ivey Achievement Award, Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Award of Living, and William H. Price Citizenship Awards.
Will Juliana Blahouse, Sam Pepper, and Nathan Chen please join me on stage? Our 11th grade Michael Ivey Achievement Award winner, Juliana Blahouse, is the picture of a young woman coming into her own. Her growth through her upper school career is tremendous, and she is not done yet. Juliana always has a smile on her face each day as she arrives at school and has a way for those of us lucky enough to work the car line. Through the course of this year, Juliana took an active role in the life of the school, playing a key role, and Putnam, in the fall production of The Crucible, and then parlaying that into roles in all 3 theatrical productions. Ms. Franklin commented that Juliana was the person we leaned on to make things happen this year. Ms. Finnegan noted, Juliana is a deep and creative thinker that understands perspective well. Juliana's understanding of perspective and being a sound community member is what has led her growth and bloom in her 11th grade year, and has provided Juliana with so many impactful moments on campus for her to express her growing leadership skills. In English, she loved to tie the ideas of transcendentalism to contemporary society. You see, that makes sense, because the Michael Ivey Achievement Award is about improvement and growth. Margaret Fuller would be proud to know you've earned this award. Congratulations, Juliana. This award is well-deserved, and we look forward to more great things from you in the future. Our 11th grade Joy of Living Award couldn't go to a more deserving student, Sam Pepper. As you have heard, the Joy of Living Award is presented to a student that lives life as a joyful experience. Sam Pepper has the market cornered on joy. They bring a smile and positivity to our campus each day, which is evident as their anatomy teacher remarked. Sam's natural curiosity, can-do attitude, and mission-oriented personality, coupled with their joy of living, makes Sam an invaluable asset for any teacher. This can-do asset was on full display this fall during the production of The Crucible. Sam enthusiastically embraced whatever role they were given and even filled in for a larger role at the last minute when a cast member went down with an injury. It was impressive how fast Sam learned their lines and jumped into this role. To participate in a legendary play is one thing, but to take on a leading role at the last minute and to do so in a way that plays the part in an excellent manner and to do so happily because others benefit requires a level of commitment and comfort only found when joy is present. Where Sam goes, joy follows. Best said by Dr. B. Sam's laughter and exclamations of excitement, especially during dissection labs, can be heard from other zip codes. They bring an incredible amount of joy to the class on a daily basis, which inspires their peers. Sam, you are one of the lights that helps make us such a great community of people. Congratulations, Sam. Our 11th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award winner, Nathan Chen, is a constant and calming presence on the Bullis campus and is someone who takes care of his own business as a top-notch student and is just as focused on creating a great experience for all students, particularly the members of the class of 2024. Recently, upon being elected for his 4th term as a class representative, Nathan's first order of business was to include everyone in his joy by ensuring the class of 2024 has their senior class shirts by the end of the year. He's got faith in humanity too, placing that much belief in all those rising seniors that they will not lose those shirts over the summer. His physics teacher remarked, Nathan is always helping and working with other students in physics. In our lab design project, he was quick to work with not one but 2 other students in similar projects that involved learning how to do video analysis. Such a joy to work with as a student. Nathan can always be found at the center of a group of students, usually different students in each group, interacting about the current matter at hand. This is a testament to his inclusivity and caring nature that make Nathan deeply deserving of the William H. Price Citizenship Award. Congratulations, Nathan. Mr. Bobby Policino will now present the Head of Upper School Awards.
The Head of Upper School Award is given to a student in each class who has excelled in all aspects of Bullis life: academics, leadership, citizenship, and extracurricular involvement. It is my honor to invite Apple Fong, Sophia Heitkamp, and Giselle Jenkins to the stage. Our 9th grade recipient, Apple, has excelled in her short time in the upper school. In addition to earning high honor roll while challenging herself in multiple honors level courses, she's a class representative and participates in an after-school activity every trimester: JV tennis, winter open studio, and Logos. Her teachers shared the following: Apple is a conscientious student who works hard to ensure a deep understanding of all concepts. She works well independently and in groups. She is not afraid to ask questions after trying to figure it out for herself and will spend extra time with teachers to further her knowledge. Apple has an outstanding work ethic and everything is done to her fullest potential. She's a talented artist, particularly with watercolor. She brought very complex ideas to Open Art Studio during the winter semester and followed through with all of her plans seamlessly. As a student government representative, she constantly puts her peers first, thinking about what they might want in their upper school experience. She's thoughtful, intentional, and kind in each and every interaction she has. Apple's hard work inside and outside of the classroom has allowed her to thrive in many areas. She gives back to our community in so many ways. She is truly deserving of this honor. It is my pleasure to present the 9th grade Head of Upper School Award to Apple Fong. Our 10th grade recipient, Sophia is a high honor roll student who not only finds the time to be successful in the classroom with multiple honors level and AP courses, but engages in all that Bullis has to offer as a member of our varsity soccer team, an officer for Educate Girls Globally, and a member of our It's Academic team. Her teachers noted that Sophia is humble, personable, and kind to go along with a tremendous work ethic, which is why she is such a valued member of our classroom. She balances pushing her own growth while supporting the growth of her peers. Sophia has a positive attitude and energy that she brings to every class. In her written work and classroom discussions, she makes highly insightful contributions that raise the bar of excellence for her peers. She's a great student who works hard on her own skills, but is also a phenomenal teammate who lifts others up and supports group members in any way that she can. Perhaps Sophia's social studies teacher put it best when he says she deserves this award because she's a rock star. It is my pleasure to present the 10th grade Head of Upper School Award to Sophia Heitkamp. Our 11th grade recipient, Giselle, is a friend to all. She has a warm smile and genuine curiosity for learning. She is consistently on the high honor roll while balancing multiple AP level courses. In addition to her strong academic performance, she's a leader in our Student Government Association and is a valued member of both varsity field hockey and varsity lacrosse teams. Her teachers shared that Giselle brings an infectious positive energy to class every day. She facilitates Socratic class discussions and organizes group members in collaborative assignments. Giselle responds well to feedback and seeks constant improvement. She possesses an excellent work ethic and natural curiosity in all classes, which are evident in her preparation and engagement. Giselle understands that true depths are reached by being open to learning from both her teachers and her peers. On the lacrosse field, she exhibits strong character, work ethic, and excellent leadership skills. Giselle's smile and enthusiastic personality are contagious, helping her build positive relationships with her peers. She's a natural leader who supports her community members and wants to see everyone succeed. Giselle has demonstrated poise, enthusiasm, and thoughtfulness as a student leader and member of SGA. She cares deeply about building meaningful connections and memories for the entire upper school and does not shy away from the work that's required to make this happen. We look forward to her impact in our community next year as co-president of the Student Government Association, and it is my pleasure to present the 11th grade Head of Upper School Award to Giselle Jenkins. This is all for you. I think the applause was for you. I would like to welcome Mr. Sullivan to the podium.
Each year, we recognize the student from each grade who has the highest GPA in that grade. This year, we have a tie for students in grades 9 and 11. Would the following students please join me on the stage? Zaina Crawley, Simon Rubenstein, Zitong Bian, Nathan Chen, and Laverna Yang. Zaina's enthusiasm for learning is contagious. She's a true scholar who not only helps herself, but helps others too. She prepares for her class assiduously each day and eagerly jumps into the work. Across her classes, she has proven herself to be an excellent writer and speaker. She's a thoughtful leader and will continue to do great things at Bullis. Congratulations, Zaina. Also in 9th grade, Simon Rubenstein is a serious scholar, consistently curious, always asking questions that deepen class discussions and willing to share his understanding with other students in class. He's also unfailingly kind to his classmates and an excellent partner for group work. Simon's math teacher shared the following. I remember seeing a quote a few years ago. Amateurs practice till they get it right. Pros practice till they can't get it wrong. That's Simon in math. Congratulations, Simon. Tenth grade. Zitong's curiosity about the world is contagious among her peers, and her sense of humour, responsibility and mastery of the course materials has led her to be someone every student wants to have in their groups. The questions she asks show that she thinks deeply about the subject she writes about and the approach she employs. She should be commended for her dedication and grit, both artistically as well as academically. Her unwavering attention in class is commendable, and her outstanding performance on diverse assessments of learning speak volumes about her solid grasp of the subject matter. Congratulations, Zitong. Exceptional is a frequent word used to describe Nathan Chen by his teachers. He regularly engages in intellectual discourse and derives considerable pleasure from the challenge of delving into complex and often difficult discussion issues, bridging one student's thoughts to another's. He listens with intent and curiosity. Even when working in groups in an active classroom, Nathan manages to hear others' questions and follows up with his own. He seems to be at the centre of learning in a class, sparking conversation with his own questions and regularly engaging when others ask theirs. He quietly helps a class reach more of its learning potential. Congratulations, Nathan. Laverna is an inquisitive, critical thinker who constantly strives for excellence. Laverna is not satisfied with memorizing a formula or procedural steps. She wants to grasp the underlying concepts and principles that form a subject's foundation. Laverna's enthusiasm and infectious joy for history inspire her and her peers to not just try to understand the material, but endeavour to truly master and apply it. Laverna is a strong academic leader. She's a good listener and genuinely cares about how others are doing, suggesting study strategies or people to talk to when others need support. Her unwavering commitment, insatiable curiosity, and drive to challenge herself are the key factors in her success. Congratulations, Laverna. Mr. Policino to close our ceremony.
Congratulations again to all of this afternoon's award winners. I also would like to congratulate all of our students on successfully completing another school year. Yes. And of course, that is not possible without the support and guidance of your teachers. So please join me in giving all of your teachers a round of applause. When we gathered in September, we were all hoping for a more traditional school year. And I would say from experiential education trips to the homecoming dance, to winter and spring spirit weeks, I believe it was all that we hoped for. We also recognized the need to continue to strengthen and build our community connections and employed the support and work of our DEI director, Dr. Waters, to do so. More opportunities for affinity groups to come together and programming to learn and engage more with each other. I feel confident that the stage is set for an even brighter 23-24 school year. led by our SGA, who has already developed the theme that Ms. Hosmer shared with me, will have us racing towards joyful experiences each and every day next year. But before we get to next year, it's always important that we have some rest before a lengthy journey. So with that, I hope all of you have a fantastic summer, and do not forget your yearbooks in the lobby on the way out. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon.